Hello, we are the Invisible Ninja Fighters, and I'm Charlie.
Lacey.
Patrick.
Tyler.
And we will be doing The Golden Kite and the Silver Wind by Ray Bradbury.
Ray Bradbury was born in Waukegan, Illinois in 1920 and grew up in Arizona and California. Bradbury had been writing for over 60 years and has published over 500 stories. He has earned many honors such as the World Fantasy Award for Lifetime Achievement and the Grand Master Award for Science Fiction Writers of America.
The story was written during the Cold War, which was a period of intense rivalry between the U.S. and the former Soviet Union that shaped world politics in the second half of the 20th century. During this time, each action by one country, the creation of a weapon, the launching of a satellite, was countered by a reaction from the other country.
A long time ago in China, there were two rival cities.
Oh no, Guangxi is making the walls into the shape of a pig.
Uh-oh, ours is an orange. The pig will devour us.
Call in the stonemasons and I'll tell you what to say from behind the silken screen.
Okay. Come, stonemasons.
Yes, sir.
I have called you here because our city is shaped like an orange, and the foul city of Guangxi is this day shaped there as like a ravenous pig.
Oh.
And so, you raisers of walls must go bearing trowels and rocks and change the shape of our city. To work!
The Mandarin was happy, and the law was soon changed.
The town of Guangxi has changed the walls into a great bonfire to burn our thick wall.
Turn our walls into a lake of water, and we will quench the fire and put it out forever.
The city was overjoyed to learn their emperor had saved them again. They sang, but not as loud as before, because they were tired from the last month of building. They were poor, too, because they had neglected their work. Then they built the next wall.
Emperor Guangxi rebuilt their walls into a mouth to drink our lake.
Then build our wall into a needle to sew up the mouth.
Then they will build their wall into a sword to break the needle.
Then build our walls into a scabbard to sheath the sword.
They turn their walls into lightning, which will explode and destroy our sheath.
The city at this point was in terrible shape. Sickness and death had taken over. From months of wall building, getting no rest, and people not being able to farm and work, the city was in chaos. The Mandarin moved his bed beside the silken sheet so that he could always be ready to get orders from his daughter.
Guangxi is an eagle. Our walls must be turned into a net to catch it. They are a sun to burn our net. We must build a moon to eclipse their sun.
The city ground to a halt. Call for Guangxi! On the last day of summer, the Mandarin of Guangxi, who was extremely sick, was carried into our Mandarin's courtroom. The two Mandarins were propped up facing each other. Let's put an end to this. The old men nodded. This cannot go on. Our people do nothing except build and rebuild walls.
I agree.
The men and the daughter went outside and stood on a hill and watched children play with kites. They decided that the wind and kites worked together to make the sky beautiful. They said that the Guangxi would rebuild their walls to resemble wind, and the Mandarin would rebuild his walls into a golden kite. They would work together and live peaceful lives. In time, they became known as the town of Golden Kite and the town of the Silver Wind.